Hello everyone, this is Dave from Dave's Recent Things. Welcome to Wreathster Week. Today we are on day number 6 of my Wreathster Week series. 7 days, 7 wreaths, plus that bonus wreath right at the very end for Wreathster Week. Today we are on day number 6. We still have a couple more to go, so we're not at the end just yet. Day 6 of Wreathster Week. Why don't I just get started and I'll show you what I made. For today's wreath, I'm using the 14-inch round wire wreath frame along with this cotton rope. Now this is the 13 millimeter diameter rope, and I'm going to use 6 of those, 6 packages. I'm also going to be using some Greenery picks, these little colorful plastic eggs in my stash, some 2.5-inch wired ribbon in various colors and patterns that I found in my stash, and some barbecue skewers, pipe cleaner, and various paints. This is acrylic paint and a paintbrush, along with my regular crafting utensils to create this project today. I'm starting off, I'm going to get my painting out of the way so it's nice and dry, and I'm using 5 different colors of acrylic paint. I'm just painting the barbecue skewers, and then I'm just going to place them in that styrofoam round so they can dry. Once that's all done and to the side, I'm going to start wrapping my wreath frame. This is just burlap ribbon that you can get from the Dollar Tree. All I'm going to do is I'm just going to loosely wrap that right around the entire frame. I'm going to be using 2 rolls of this, and once I get right to the end, all I do is I add some hot glue, just like we did right at the beginning, fold it over into itself, use my little handy dandy tool, and then I'm just going to cut the excess, and we have a good solid base for our cotton rope wreath all ready to go. For the cotton rope, I'm actually going to do braids today. So I'm taking 3 ropes and a cable tie, and I'm just going to line up the ends, and then I'm just going to really pull tight on that cable tie, and then I'm just going to tape it on my desk. This is just any old tape. You can masking tape, duct tape. This is painter's tape. And then with the 3 ropes, what I'm going to do is I'm going to braid this. So I'm just taking it, all 3 ropes, I didn't cut the lengths, they're still full length, and I'm just going to go down and braid the entire 3 ropes. Now my braids are loose. I wanted a little bit of a loose braid. I didn't want it too tight. If you want, you can go tight. I just didn't pull mine tight. And again, I am using the 3 full lengths of rope for this, and I'm actually going to make 2 of them. So using 6 ropes in total, and here is 1 set of braids all ready to go. Once my braids are all done, you can see I have the 2 sets there. So again, it's a total of the 6 packages of the rope. I'm going to start working on the inside, add some hot glue down, and I'm being pretty generous with the hot glue, and I'm working in smaller sections. And then all I do is I place the rope that I've just braided into that glue, working on the inside, and again, using a generous amount of glue. I don't want those braids to go anywhere. I don't want them to fall off. And then once I get to the end, I'm not going to cut the rope, but I'm going to place glue down, and I'm just going to really apply it parallel to the braid that we just created. So we're not cutting any of the rope. Again, I'm putting a generous amount of glue down, and then I'm just following along to the inside row that I just placed. And once that's all down and all glued together, I come to the end, and I'm just going to glue that right in place, just align it with the first row, and then I'm going to take my second cord, and once that's all ready to go, I'm going to glue that down, just like we did before with both those end pieces facing together. Now, yes, it does show right now, but once we have all of our attachments on there, it's going to cover up all of those ends. And now I'm just doing the last row of the braids, adding the glue down. This is the 3rd row of braids that I'm doing. I come to the end, I cut off the excess, and then I'm just going to turn it over, add another cable tie just like we did right at the beginning. I'm going to pull it really tight, cut off the excess cable tie and the excess rope, add some hot glue down, and I'm using a fairly generous amount here, and I'm going to fold that over our last row so it's kind of hidden. And here we have our beautiful braided cotton rope base wreath all ready for our finishing touches. Speaking of finishing touches, we're going to make a bow. I'm going to cut my ribbon at the 24-inch mark, so that's 24 inches. You see my ruler's only 18, so I measure out the 18, measure 6, and that'll give me 24. So I'm doing that in the blue, the yellow, and the plaid, and I'm cutting them all at 24 inches. I am using 2.5-inch wired ribbon for all 3 ribbons. I have a blue, yellow, and plaid ribbon. So the blue and yellow 2 pieces at 24, the plaid 3 pieces at 24 inches. So that's going to be about 14 feet of ribbon. Once that's all done, I'm going to dovetail one side of all of the ribbons, folding it in half, cutting on an angle, and we have our finishing dovetail. To create our bow, we're going to take our ribbon, see what the good side is, and have the good side facing down. The straight edge on the left with the dovetail on the right. I'm going to place my finger at 7 inches, bring over our ribbon to the 13-inch mark, come in to 12 inches, and then we're just going to gather it together. And that's created a tail at one end and a loop at the other end. And that's going to be the start of our bow. And I'm just going to hold it with my 2 fingers. And then I'm going to go to my next ribbon, good side facing down, dovetail on the right, finger at 7, fold it over to 13, and gather it at the 12-inch mark. And we've created our second loop and our second tail. For me, I'm using 3 different patterns, 3 different colors, so I'm alternating between each one. You can do this for 2 ribbons if you want. You can do it for 1 ribbon if you want as well. I usually do odd numbers for my loops, so for this one, I am using 7 loops in total. Then we're going to take a full-size pipe cleaner, wrap it around the center, twist it a couple of times. We're not going to cut that. We're going to leave that there so we can attach it to the wreath. Of course, we're going to fluff for a little bit. And then we have our bow ready for our wreath. These little plastic eggs, they have a little nub at the end. And what I do is I took my X-Acto knife, took the plug out, and then it creates a little hole there. I'm going to add some hot glue in the hole, and then I'm going to add my colored skewers right in there, gluing it. And then once those are all done, I'm going to cut one of my 3 greeneries, and then I'm just going to cut the end of the stems of the other 2 and leave them intact. And then I'm going to do what I call a dry run, where I don't glue anything down. I'm just kind of placing everything. Once I get everything where I want it to go, then the hot glue comes into play, and I start gluing everything down into place. I like to start with my greenery first, get that all laid down with my hot glue. Once that's done, I'm going to attach my bow with those long pipe cleaner stems at the back, wrapping it around the wreath, twisting it a couple times, making sure it's nice and secure, and then we're going to go back to fluffing that bow. Then with my tool, I'm just going to cut down some of these barbecue skewers, and I'm going to feed the eggs with the skewers into the braids so they adhere nicely. So I'm adding a generous amount of that hot glue, placing those eggs on the skewers in there. And once that's all done, I'm going to go back and fluff that bow. You know I'm going to. But in the end, we have our cotton braided Easter wreath. And I have to say, I know that this is my favorite cotton rope wreath that I have done in the past. I love how the texture is. I love the look of it. I'm happy I did the open braid, so it gives some negative space in there as well. That big colorful bow, excuse me, with all of the greenery and those Easter eggs, just to add a hint of Easter for our cotton rope Easter wreath DIY. And don't forget, that link is right down below in the description box for all of the previous episodes on the playlist. Thank you so much for joining me today. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can be notified whenever I upload a new video. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye for now.